Welcome back, Rare Coin Insider. Have you ever looked at the loose change in your pocket and wondered if one tiny coin could be worth far more than its face value? Millions of people spend dimes every single day without giving them a second thought, yet the fascinating world of coin collecting has shown time and time again that certain modern coins can become surprisingly valuable because of their rarity, condition, minting errors, or unique characteristics. Among these modern coins, the 2020 D. Roosevelt dime has attracted growing attention from collectors, who carefully inspect every detail in search of something extraordinary. While the overwhelming majority of these coins are worth only 10 cents in circulation, a small number with exceptional preservation or significant mint errors have sold for much higher prices, making this tiny coin an exciting subject for collectors across the United States. The 2020 D. Roosevelt dime was struck at the United States Mint facility in Denver, Colorado. The small letter D found on the obverse of the coin identifies its place of manufacture. This mint mark has been used for generations and allows collectors to distinguish Denver issues from coins struck at other mint facilities. Although millions of 2020 D dimes entered circulation, collectors know that the true value of any coin depends on far more than the date and mint mark alone. Factors such as condition, strike quality, luster, eye appeal, and especially mint errors can dramatically influence a coin's desirability. One of the first specifications collectors learn is the coin's weight. A genuine 2020 D. Roosevelt dime has an official weight of approximately 2.268 grams. This precise weight is important because experienced collectors frequently use sensitive digital scales to verify authenticity and to identify potential minting mistakes. Occasionally, a coin struck on the wrong planchet or with a major manufacturing error may weigh significantly more or less than expected. Such unusual pieces are extremely rare, but can attract strong interest from specialists. The dime measures 17.91 millimeters in diameter and has a reeded edge consisting of closely spaced grooves around its circumference. These reeds are more than decorative. Historically, they help discourage the clipping of precious metal from silver coins. Even though modern dimes no longer contain silver for circulation, the reeded edge remains an important design feature and a recognizable characteristic of the denomination. The composition of the 2020 D dime consists of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This clad construction has been used for circulating United States dimes since 1965, when rising silver prices led the U.S. Mint to replace the previous 90% silver composition. The result is a durable coin capable of withstanding years of circulation while maintaining its familiar appearance. Looking closely at the front of the coin reveals the familiar portrait of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. His image has appeared on the dime since 1946, honoring the president's leadership during challenging periods of American history and recognizing his association with efforts to combat polio. Above the portrait appears the word Liberty, while the national motto, "In God We Trust," is positioned to the left. The year 2020 appears near the bottom, and the small D mint mark confirms that the coin was struck in Denver. Turning the coin over reveals the classic reverse design that has been used on Roosevelt dimes for decades. At the center is a torch symbolizing liberty. To the left of the torch is an olive branch representing peace, while an oak branch appears on the right, symbolizing strength and independence. Around these central elements are the inscriptions, "United States of America, 1 dime," and the motto, "E pluribus unum." Though compact, the reverse is filled with symbolism that reflects important American ideals. The Roosevelt dime itself has an interesting history. Before 1946, the dime featured the famous Mercury design, one of the most admired coins ever produced by the United States Mint. Following President Roosevelt's death in 1945, the government chose to honor him by introducing a new dime bearing his portrait. The design was prepared by Chief Engraver John R. Sinek and quickly became one of the most recognized coins in American circulation. Over the decades, billions of Roosevelt dimes have been produced, making them a familiar part of everyday commerce, while also creating countless opportunities for collectors to study subtle varieties, die states, and mint errors. Collectors often emphasize that condition is everything. A circulated 2020 D dime usually remains worth its face value of 10 cents. However, an example preserved in flawless mint state condition, showing brilliant original luster and virtually no imperfections, can command a premium among collectors. Coins professionally graded at the highest levels are much scarcer than many people realize, because even tiny contact marks acquired during production or transportation can reduce the grade. As a result, top population examples certified by respected grading services often sell for prices well above ordinary uncirculated coins. Perhaps the most exciting area of modern coin collecting involves mint errors. Although the U.S. Mint maintains rigorous quality control standards, occasional mistakes escape into circulation. Off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, wrong planchet errors, double dies, die cracks, die breaks, missing clad layers, and dramatic strike-through errors are all examples that collectors eagerly seek. The rarity and severity of the error determine its value. Some minor errors may bring modest premiums, while spectacular authenticated errors can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. As more people discover the hobby through online videos, social media, and auction platforms, interest in examining pocket change has continued to grow. Many collectors enjoy the excitement of searching bank rolls or circulation finds, knowing that while most coins are ordinary, the possibility of finding an exceptional piece keeps the hunt alive. Every coin tells a story, not just about its design or its history, but also about the journey it has taken through countless hands before finally being noticed by someone curious enough to take a closer look. As you continue examining the 2020 D Roosevelt dime, it becomes clear that the smallest details often make the biggest difference. Two coins struck on the same day at the same mint can end up with dramatically different values years later simply because one remained untouched in exceptional condition, while the other spent years in circulation. This is one of the reasons collectors carefully inspect every surface under bright lighting and magnification. Tiny contact marks, scratches, fingerprints, weak strikes, or dull luster can all influence a coin's grade and, ultimately, its market value. Professional grading services play an important role in today's coin market. Companies such as PCGS and NGC examine coins for authenticity, condition, and preservation before assigning an official grade on the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 to 70. A coin graded MS67, MS68, or higher can become much more desirable than a lower grade example because very few coins survive in nearly flawless condition. Modern coins, despite being relatively recent, can still command strong premiums when they represent the finest known examples for their issue. Collectors also study the quality of the strike. Some coins display sharper details than others due to differences in die wear, striking pressure, and production conditions. Hair details on Roosevelt's portrait, the lettering, the torch flames, and the olive and oak branches are all areas examined carefully. Strong strikes with brilliant original mint luster are often favored by collectors seeking premium quality examples. Another fascinating aspect of collecting is the search for die varieties. During the manufacturing process, dies gradually wear and sometimes develop cracks, chips, or polishing lines. While many of these are considered normal production characteristics, certain varieties become collectible because they are scarce or visually distinctive. Specialists spend countless hours comparing coins under magnification in hopes of identifying previously unknown varieties. Mint errors continue to attract enormous interest because they represent coins that escape the mint despite strict quality control. Off-center strikes occur when the planchet is not properly aligned during striking, leaving part of the design missing. Broad strikes happen when the retaining collar fails to hold the planchet correctly. Clipped planchets result when the blank is cut improperly before striking, leaving a curved section missing from the coin. Missing clad layer errors reveal the copper core and often produce a noticeably lighter weight. Wrong planchet errors occur when a dime design is accidentally struck on a blank intended for another denomination. These dramatic mistakes are extremely uncommon and can bring substantial premiums when authenticated. Authentication is essential before assuming any coin has extraordinary value. Numerous online claims exaggerate prices by showing asking prices instead of actual completed sales, or by presenting unique error coins, as though every coin with the same date is equally valuable. Experienced collectors rely on verified auction records and certified examples rather than sensational headlines. This approach helps separate genuine discoveries from unrealistic expectations. The market for modern U.S. coins continues to evolve as new collectors enter the hobby. Demand changes over time, and exceptional examples with outstanding eye appeal often perform better than average coins. While most 2020D dimes remain worth their face value in circulation, pristine uncirculated examples and authenticated error coins can sell for meaningful premiums depending on rarity, grade, and collector demand. Searching through pocket change remains one of the most affordable and enjoyable ways to begin collecting. Every roll of dimes from a bank offers the possibility of finding an attractive high-grade coin, an interesting variety, or an authentic mint error. Even if no rare coin appears, the search itself teaches valuable lessons about American history, coin production, and the art of grading. Many experienced numismatists recommend storing promising coins properly to preserve their condition. Avoid cleaning coins, as even gentle polishing can create scratches that permanently reduce collector value. Instead, handle coins by their edges and place better examples in protective holders designed for long-term storage. The story of the Roosevelt dime is ultimately about much more than 10 cents. It represents decades of American history, advanced minting technology, and the dedication of collectors who appreciate the smallest details. Every coin carries evidence of the dies that struck it, the machinery that produced it, and the journey it has taken through commerce. Occasionally, that journey includes an unusual mint error or exceptional preservation that transforms an ordinary coin into a prized collectible. So before you spend your next dime, take a closer look. Check the date, the mint mark, the weight if you have a precise scale, the edge, the strike quality, and any unusual features that might distinguish it from millions of others. While the odds of finding a major rarity are small, remarkable discoveries have been made by collectors who simply paid attention to the details. The next coin you examine may not change your life overnight, but it could become the beginning of an exciting and rewarding hobby that connects history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. If you enjoyed exploring the fascinating world of the 2020D Roosevelt dime, remember that every coin has a story waiting to be uncovered. Keep learning, keep searching, and always verify unusual finds through trusted experts or professional grading services. Thank you for watching, and until next time, happy coin hunting!